consider this question. If you were given the opportunity to have a very strong influence on any of the following 5 factors of organizational safety, but you could only do one. All you had to do is push the button and you'd get strong improvement in this area. Which one would you choose? Consider design, behavior, culture, leadership, and systems. Now, many people say culture, and they say culture thinking that ultimately all of these things come from the culture. However, getting the culture right is a long-term process, and the thing that stimulates getting the culture right is leadership. So actually, if you could push one button, it would be the leadership button. And by having leadership improved, you, at the same time, move the culture in a positive direction, and you move all of the other things. So we all know the general idea that safety performance leads organizational performance. And most safety leaders, most operations leaders, most organizational leaders in general recognize that. They recognize that if we can improve safety, everything will improve in a general kind of a sense. But some people are a bit skeptical about that idea and might say, well, improving safety is a good idea in its own right, and we ought to do it, but it's not clear to me that that's a strategy for overall business improvement. So Paul O'Neill is probably the most prominent person out there who has been an exemplar for the concept of leading with safety. I interviewed him a couple of months ago, and I just want to show you a very brief clip from that interview to make this point.
I don't think it's possible for any organization to achieve what I term habitual excellence, beginning with workplace safety, if the leader doesn't view themselves as responsible for everything gone wrong in their organization. If the CEO doesn't hold themselves personally accountable for every safety incident, beginning with first aid cases, then there's no way that the greatest team of safety professionals can supplement or substitute for the leader holding themselves accountable for perfect safety performance.
So there are several mechanisms that can be specified. Some are sort of conceptual, and some are based on the research. At the conceptual level, the idea that improving safety has a generally positive effect on the culture, on how people relate to the organization, that they feel cared for, they feel the company is looking out for them, that they feel this is a worthy cause to get engaged in, that they are engaged in the service of that cause. All of those things have sort of general positive implications. Safety also cultivates leadership. That is, if you teach people to be good safety leaders, that skill generalizes to all of the other things that they do. Improving safety also has the effect of bringing people together. It's something that we can all get behind. It's something that we all value and everybody thinks is important. So it has a unifying effect. The first thing that a leader has to have in order to be effective in safety is a genuine, heartfelt commitment to the well-being of their employees. They really have to care about this themselves. Not because somebody told them they should care, not because the numbers will look better if they care, not because they might get a raise or get promoted if their safety performance looks good, none of that, but because they, in their heart of hearts, really care about this. It matters to them. They have a value for safety, a personal value for safety.